Taggart, why are you hovering around?
Well, I just can't believe they're letting you go.
Why not? The arraignment's over. I posted his bail.
You know, if it wasn't for your father's reputation, your angry Santa butt would still be parked in jail, where I believe it belongs.
Well, I'm glad you're not the judge.
Yeah, well, see you in court.
So what happened to innocent until proven guilty?
Wait, Scott, he was the officer who arrested you. He's bound to think you're guilty.
Yeah, well, I've been telling these idiots down here for months and months. Bordizzo did this, Bordizzo did that. They didn't do anything about it. Now I get arrested for murder. I'm the bad guy.
Look, we're going to prove you didn't shoot David Bordizzo. Just try not to offend too many people around here. It'll make it easy for me to win your case.
Lee? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
No, he's not fine. Bordizzo's goons roughed him up pretty good. He shouldn't even be here now.
Listen, I'd fight David Bordizzo with one eye and no legs if I had to.
And you'd win.
Yep, he's right. You sure would. Okay, Counselor, what's our battle plan?
Well, it's going to have to be a doozy. Scott was at the crime scene in possession of a smoking gun.
Not to mention Bordizzo's deathbed confession here.
You realize if he dies, the charge changes to murder. Could be spending the rest of your life in jail.
At least I'm going to spend Thanksgiving with my family.
Come on, let's get out of here. Yeah.
Here, don't forget your stuff.
Gayle, I just got out of surgery. Any word on my dad?
Oh, well, Lee went to post bail for him this morning.
I can't believe this. Scott's no killer. It's obvious Stevie was behind the whole thing.
Yes, well, we know that, and Lee is going to prove that to a jury.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just heard about Lee. How's he doing?
Well, thank you for your concern, but I'm surprised you even care. Excuse me, Karen.
Tough crowd. Just trying to be nice.
Yeah, well, Chris being nice means Chris wants something.
Not always. Although, I did want to ask you a favor.
Come on, Chris, what makes you think that I'll do anything for you?
Well, it's not for me. It's for Julie.
Okay, go on.
I tried to do something nice for my wife recently, and it was misinterpreted. They won't let me see her, speak to her now.
And this concerns me how?
Julie's your friend. And if you were really, really sweet, which I know you are, you would get in touch with her for me?
You're asking me to be a messenger between you two?
Yeah, exactly. Would you do it? Please, for Julie.
So, what stunt did you pull to lose contact privileges?
Oh, well, I sort of bribed the guard to let me ride along in the security van with Julie to her arraignment.
Well, that's pretty dumb.
I just wanted to boost Julie's spirits before court. Look, Karen, no matter what you think, Julie and I really do love each other. And right now, she needs me. If you don't want to help me, help Julie. She is your friend.
Was my friend.
She still cares about you, you know. She brings you up all the time.
I have been thinking a lot about her lately.
There you go. Go see her. Make the visit about healing your relationship. And delivering my message can be a tiny little addendum.
Oh, there you two are. Oh, there she is. Prettiest little pumpkin head in the world. Come here, you.
I can't tell you how happy I am to see you in your own home again.
Oh, well, amen to that, Aunt Charlene. Amen.
I had all your things moved over from Kevin's.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to do that. That was so sweet of you. What in the world would we do, you guys, without our Aunt Charlene?
Well, I don't know, but you may have to start finding out. It's time for me to get back to the farm.
Oh, no. Aunt Charlene, no, you can't do that. Thanksgiving's coming. We need you here. I want to have one of those good old-fashioned Thanksgivings. We need one.
Oh, honey, you've got everything right before your eyes for a beautiful turkey day.
Well, you're right. I do. I have my family. And you are part of my family. And I remember you beating it into my head about all you need to make the holiday special is your family. That and cold, processed, sliced turkey sandwiches. Remember, that's all we used to have for Turkey Day were these turkey sandwiches.
I guess that was before segment.
You're right. It was. Oh, and canned beans. We had lots of canned beans, and we had a choice of sliced processed ham or sliced processed turkey. Oh, Aunt Charlene, and I remember you grabbing our hands and just beaming at us and saying, it's okay that we don't have anything because we have each other, and you're the most thankful person in the whole world. Back then, I just wanted to be at the Van Neaters, you know, these gold leaf plates and those fluted champagne glasses, and I thought that's where I wanted to be. But I learned from you that I didn't need to be there. I needed to be with my family, and that's what I have now, and those are the memories I have from you, and you have to stay and help me give my kids the same kind of memories. Please, Aunt Charlene, please, please, please.
Well, if I'm going to stay, we've got to start decorating.
Thank you, Aunt Charlene. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me and to everybody. Thank you.
I think I know. Now, Serena, have you ever made turkey placemats?
Well, I have made place cards.
This year we're going to make those and placemats, too. So we need scissors and crayons and...
What's going on in your head?
Oh, I was just thinking that no matter what comes, I mean, who knows what wacky things are going to happen to us next. But right now, I know we have so very much to be thankful for. Don't we? Don't we? Yes, we do. We do. We do.
Did you see Mr. Switzer's chart, Chris?
No, I haven't.
Is this what I saw you just stuff under there?
Little paranoid, are we? You been getting enough sleep?
I've been getting plenty of sleep. You keep your nose out of my work, Ramsey.
Oh, yeah, you'd love that, wouldn't you? Then you wouldn't have anyone to bug you about working too hard.
Well, we all work too hard.
Yeah, but not all of us risk our patience because we're too tired and don't know when to quit.
Are you implying that I do?
Well, dare I bring up Mr. Roston? You told the nurse to increase his insulin, but you forgot to tell her to check his glucose levels.
Well, I may have been late, but did I forget? No.
Yeah, thanks to me. You cut it way too close, Harmon. You could have killed that guy.
Look, why don't you back off and go chill out with your psycho wife? Who, by the way, has killed more people than any overworked doctor ever has.
If you want to insult my wife, go right ahead, but it's not going to stop me from doing what's right.
Oh. What do you know about that topic, Chris?
When it comes to medicine, a lot. Look, Harmon, you're pushing yourself way too hard. If I was doing the same, I would expect you to call me on it. We're doctors, damn it. Our people expect the best out of us every time out.
Yeah, and I give it to them every time.
The hell you do?
Hey, guys, what is going on here? Huh? I mean, come on.
How about a little professionalism, guys? This is a hospital, not a Jerry Springer show.
You tell it to Ramsey. I've got rounds.
Dr. Alcacer, 3715.
Guy's out of control.
Huh.
Keeps scheduling himself for the max number of hours and taking on extra work down in the clinic.
That's not a crime. It's called work ethic.
He almost killed a diabetic patient the other day, Joe.
You know, I heard about that. He corrected his mistakes.
Yeah, this time, for all we know, he just went off to mistakenly unplug somebody's life support system.
Chris, let it go.
Look, Matt is working himself to death because Ellen left town without a trace. That makes him dangerous, and you want me just to let it go?
Yeah. Do what Matt's done with Ellen, and find something constructive to fill your time, and then move on, okay?
Karen. Hi. Wow.
Hi.
So, I guess you didn't bring a cake with a lockpick inside.
Sorry I didn't come to break you out.
I'm surprised you came at all.
Well, an old friend is going to trial soon.
And she's a little scared, to be honest.
Julie, did you kill all those people?
I'm glad you had the courage to ask. The answer's no. I didn't kill anyone.
Then why did you confess?
Greg Cooper brainwashed me. He made me believe that I committed those murders.
Even if you didn't, you were involved.
I'm not afraid to own up to the things I did do. But I swear to you, I am not a serial killer.
A lot of people who cared about you were hurt and confused. They still are.
Including you?
Yes. And there were some others that are dead now.
Do you remember the night that you and I took Jake to the recovery room?
Yeah, there was this blonde at the bar he was drooling over.
Yeah, and she thought he was tag teaming us and told him to take a hike.
And he begged us to tell her that we were his cousins.
And we did. And then we ratted on Jake and told her that no smart girl would ever get mixed up with him. It's hard to believe he said something. Or that I thought I was responsible. All the friends I lost, including you. This must all seem so hard to believe coming from me.
Part of me is praying that you're telling the truth, and the other is wondering if this is all a game.
That's fair. Sometimes it's even hard for me to understand everything that's happened.
But you're getting better?
Yeah, thanks to Dr. Locke. She's made me realize that I'm not a bad person. Bad things were done to me, but that doesn't mean I'm a monster if I take responsibility for my life.
Sounds very sane to me.
You know, I want to apologize again. You tried to reach out to me, and I pushed you away.
I understand. It's okay.
Yeah, I just didn't think I deserved the kindness that you showed to me.
Hey, people deserve second chances.
Well, I'm going to take advantage of the one that I hope you're giving me and try and fix some of the pain I've caused you.
You do it for yourself, Julie. No one else. And the rest will fall into place.
Well, thanks for coming. I mean it.
Oh, I almost forgot. You have a message from Chris.
What is it?
He wants you to listen to the Ike Star show tonight on the radio.
He is something. He's always cooking up ways to surprise me.
You two really care about each other, don't you?
We do, Karen.
Having someone to love while you go through a murder trial must help make things bearable.
Chris is the reason. The only reason that I could face what's ahead.
Well, I'm glad you have him then.
Thank you.
Well, good luck, Julie. I hope everything goes the way it should.
See you soon.
You're going to be making these for your little one, honey.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait. Okay, I got it. Look at your dad and Christina. What have you been doing with that child? Not cooking. What have you done?
Teaching Christina how to make an apple pumpkin pie.
Ew.
Yuck.
You know you gotta start them on apples when they're young.
Pumpkin apple pie. Calls for hot pink feathers on the
hot pink feathers. Okay, wait. Put your hand next, Charlene, next to Serena's. I want a big turkey, too. Okay, here we go. Oh, let's use glitter glue.
Are you okay?
I'm afraid that you're going to leave us again.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm sticking around. At least, I want to try.
I love you, Daddy.
Thank you.
But sometimes I wish that we had a normal family.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, that Dad doesn't always go to jail.
Serena. You know that man, Bordizzo, you know the guy that's been trying to hurt our family?
Yes.
Somebody shot him.
The police think it was you?
Well, some of the police do, but I didn't.
And you can't convince them that you didn't do that?
Between me and Grandpa Lee, we got it covered, okay? Got it covered.
Jason and Carly want to be together.
I can't imagine my life without Carly.
But circumstances have kept them apart.
I think maybe we should separate.
You are my wife. That's the way it's gonna be.
How much longer can they deny their desires?
I'm in love with you. Always have been.
Find out this week on General Hospital ABC Daytime.
Ellen.
But hurry, I'm not Ellen.
I'm so sorry. sorry. I apologize.
Dr. Smith,
So,
5017.
you still think someone has moved on?
Chris, don't you have rounds or something? Hey,
Hi.
seem a little stressed out there, buddy.
You've been talking to Chris?
It's not about Ramsey. I'm looking at you, and you seem a little maxed out to me.
Well, I appreciate your concern, Joe, but I know my limits, okay? So don't worry.
Matt.
Don't worry.
Matt.
Hey, hi.
Oh, hey. Karen. Karen, hey, yeah, how'd it go? How was Julie? Did you talk?
Yeah, so you saw Julie today?
Yeah, I did. It was nice, actually.
Really? That's great. That's great. How's she doing? Is she not too lonely?
Do you mean, does she miss you? I would definitely say yes.
Did you give her my message?
No. I gave it to her. But you deserve that for the grief you put everyone through.
Okay, look, I'll take whatever you want to dish out as long as you gave her that message.
Yes, I did.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much. I owe you a big one. Excuse me.
Dr. Russo to labor and
So,
delivery. Dr. Robert Russo to
You
labor
paid a
and
visit to
delivery.
Miss Homicide, and you're doing a little gopher work for Chris, too. Interesting.
Wait a minute. I did a favor for a friend. And before you say anything, it was for Julie, not Chris.
No, that makes me feel a lot better, though. Look, Karen, I know you think Julie's innocent, but don't you think this is taking just a little too far?
I don't. I haven't made up my mind on Julie's guilt or innocence yet, so I'd appreciate it if you let me do that.
Can't you see this whole thing with Chris and Julie as a big scam?
I honestly think they're in love.
I can't believe this. I mean, you're smart. You know
And
people think...
I'm in love, okay? So I know what that looks like. You could see it in a person's eyes. I saw it in Julie's today. And in Chris's just now when I told him I gave Julie his message. It's the same look I see in your eyes every time I look into them.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong about that.
I don't think I'm wrong about Chris and Julie either.
You know I love you.
See?
I'm Ike Starr, and tonight we have a special dedication for two Port Charles residents who can't be together. Here goes. Lovebug wants Pookie to know that neither wind, nor rain, nor mental institution, nor prison cells can keep us apart forever. Pookie, you're a friend, a wife, and soon you'll be in my arms where you belong. Lovebug wants you to know he couldn't be happier. So, for Pookie, from Lovebug, here's a very special love song.
Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so
Ta-da! Oh, that's a perfect homegrown turkey placemat.
Thanks. I traced Christina's hand and then I colored it for her.
Oh, she'll love it, but how did you get those fat little fingers so still?
Took a lot of handwork.
Let's just hope that Christina doesn't try and eat the turkey there.
Yeah, come along, honey. Let's go and check on Christina.
Okay. Don't let her chew on it or anything.
won't.
All right. You know, I really have an okay feeling, even with everything that's going on. This is going to be the best Thanksgiving ever, at least better than last year's.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. I mean, I know lots of stuff is going on right now, but what is it now?
I just had to try and explain to Serena that the police think that I shot somebody.
You told her.
I had to. Okay. Hey,
Lee?
what's wrong?
Quite a bit, I'm afraid.
Oh, no, David Bautista died?
No, he's still alive. Forensics tested the bullet that shot him. the bullet came from your gun, Scott.
Impossible.
Forensics confirmed the bullet came from your gun, Scott.
Well, it's impossible. I didn't shoot the guy.
Look, I couldn't believe my eyes either when I read that report.
Whoever tested the gun must have made a mistake.
Or this is exactly what Bordizzo wants. I mean, that's why I told Taggart I shot him.
Frame up.
Exactly, you know. Somehow he's made it look that the bullet that creased his head came from my gun.
You've done a very convincing job of it, too. I hate to say this, but beating this rap is going to be a lot harder than we thought.
Hi, is Dr. Lambert up here?
You know, you might want to try ICU. I saw her there last.
Great, thanks.
Kevin, actually, do you have a minute?
Actually, no, I don't.
It's just that I heard Scott Baldwin was charged with the attempted murder of David Bordizzo.
I'm sure he doesn't need you to worry. That's what he has Lucy for.
Yes, I'm well aware that Scott and Lucy have gotten back together again, and I'm very happy for them.
Have a good evening.
He was our baby. And you weren't doing what was best for him, nor for me, but only yourself.
I was young and confused. If I made a mistake, I am so sorry.
You take my child from me because you think I'm incapable of loving. You kill our child, and you come in here and tell me you're sorry.
I killed him.
Eve, what are you saying?
Davy said I killed my son.
Eve, for a moment, I thought you meant that you...
What? That I shot DV?
Yes.
No. No, but I wanted him dead. I wanted to kill him for lying to me and making believe my son was alive. But as I stood here watching him, just now I realized that he's not to blame. I am. I'm responsible for my son's death.
Eve, you were a kid. You were terrified that Davy would take your baby away.
But I didn't take care of myself. I had this innocent life growing inside of me, and I didn't take care of it.
But you didn't have the money or the know-how to get the right care.
But DV did. He did. And if I had been honest with him from the beginning, right from the get-go, my son might still be alive today.
Are you still on duty?
No. No, I've been off for about 10 minutes.
Come with me.
So Bordizzo has got one of those idiot cops down there at PCPD in his pocket, and he's set me up.
Okay, but wait. How could Bordizzo make sure that you would show up at Meg's crypt?
Well, after what he did to you, he knew that I would snap at anything. Especially the idea that he was down at my mother's grave.
I figured you'd be too smart not to bring a gun.
So I get there, somebody starts shooting at me. I start shooting back. I got powder burns in my hand.
And evidence against you.
Exactly.
And further, they doctor up the forensic report.
So no matter where I was, the evidence would point at me. No alibi.
But wait. Kevin, Eve, and I all got messages to show up at that crypt. Well, what if we'd run into you first before DV was shot? That would give you an alibi.
Yeah, well, maybe one looked like it was some kind of conspiracy, you know? There'd be other suspects.
Oh, but Scott, think about it. This man took a bullet to the head. Normally that kills people. He survived, but would he really be willing to almost die just to get back at you?
Well, he's pretty sick. He may have shot himself to put me in jail.
Oh, I don't know.
Or maybe he got one of his goons. If they're as stupid as my goons, maybe it was an accident. Accidentally just creased his head when it wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, well, the only answer we have right now is it seems that you're being framed.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough to get out of it.
I'll check deeper into that forensic report.
No, you're not gonna go to work now. You were hit over the head. You were kicked in the ribs. You take it easy for a while.
Listen, I came through it all right thanks to you. I knew you'd find me.
Sometimes they underestimate us Baldwin boys, don't they?
You're my son, and I'll do whatever is necessary to get you out of this mess.
Thanks.
All right, I gotta run. I'll call you as soon as I get anything.
Okay. Sick, twisted Bordeso will do anything to set me up. What's the matter with you, Lucy? Why are you so quiet?
Obviously, given the circumstances, I have a lot on my mind.
What's on your mind?
I'm a little worried, you know?
You think I shot Bordeso?
Well, 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 the mighty David Bordeso. Helpless. Not in charge anymore, are you? How's that feel? You see what happens when you get careless? When you become so obsessed with revenge for Scott Baldwin that you make stupid mistakes. Oh, well. I guess it's best anyway, because I have my own ideas for Scott Baldwin, and you with your macho games would have just messed everything up. So, now we do things my way. Which is the way it always should have been.
Contemplating pulling the plug?
Merely checking the oxygen flow.
Your levels don't seem to need adjustment. Even if they did, shouldn't you call a nurse or a doctor?
You know, last time I checked, I was a doctor.
I meant the kind with a little more hands-on experience.
Well, I might be a psychiatrist, but I still give a pretty mean exam.
You think it's wise that you're seen lurking around Deevy's hospital room?
Just checking on a patient.
I thought you didn't want to be connected to Bordeso. Unless you're here just to keep an eye on him. You're here to make sure whoever tried to waste him doesn't get a second opportunity. It's great thinking.
Since when are you so protective?
Deevy promised to buy Julie's jury. You know, guard the guy with my life if it means Julie's release.
You know, Deevy is in no position to make good on any promises, but trust me, I will get Julie acquitted.
Well, I'll take my wife's freedom any way I can get it. Speaking of Julie, have you made any progress on getting me in to see her?
It looks like I'm going to have to call in a couple of favors, but I'm working on it. Promise.
Well, you know the old saying, actions speak louder than words. Or in this case, promises.
Oh, Dr. Locke.
Mary, hi.
Hi.
Hey, how's Victor?
Oh, he couldn't be better. His illness is back under control, thank God.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. He's such a lovely man.
I'm so grateful for all your help when he was hospitalized. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Do you have relatives nearby, or even have dinner with friends?
Well, I think I'm going to catch up on some work.
Oh, you most certainly are not. You're going to have dinner with us.
No, I wouldn't intrude that way.
Nonsense. You're new in town, and I wouldn't think of knowing you were alone on Thanksgiving. And that's the end of the discussion.
Oh, you're very generous. Thank you.
Now, we'll be at Kevin and Eve's, and you can come around 3 o'clock, okay?
Yes, but under one circumstance. You let me bring something.
Not necessary.
Yes, I insist. How about my specialty, sweet potato pie?
Oh, sounds heavenly. Great. See you at 3.
Do I actually think you shot David Bordeso? I know you'd love to. I know you tried to once before.
I failed, and I'm glad I did. Otherwise, I'd be in jail, and I'd be away from you and the kids.
I know that, but things have just gotten so nuts lately. You know, we were so enthusiastic and excited. We beat Bordeso. We defeated the Cobra Project. And then what happens? He pulls us back in a way because he kidnaps Lee. He lures you to Meg's crypt. Things are really nutty because he knows he's trying to drive you crazy.
So you think he drove me crazy? I went over there and I shot him in the head?
I don't know. I know that things happen when people are provoked, and do you know when he called me on the telephone and he told me he knew where Christina's mother was? It put me into such a rage.
But you didn't shoot him. And you wouldn't shoot him because you wouldn't hurt anybody.
I don't know. I would go over there with no intention of shooting him. But maybe if he provoked me just right, things could happen. Maybe he provoked you just like that and things got a little crazy.
It didn't happen.
I'm not trying to make you angry. It's just I need to know what really happened so I know what we're up against together, what we're up against.
Lucy, come on. I didn't shoot the guy.
Are you sure?
I had two choices. Jail or you and the kids. Now, what do you think I would choose?
I'm sorry for doubting you. You know, it's just that everything is going so fast right now.
I know. We're just back on track here, and now we got this whopper of a frame-up on our hands.
Okay, which we will stop and we will defeat. Together we can do this.
You're damn right.
It's peaceful, huh?
Yes, it is.
Thank you, Kevin.
I know you came here the other night. You didn't get the closure you needed. That your anger at DV got in the way.
Yes, it did.
We can't bring your baby back, but at least you can say goodbye. I'll give you some privacy.
No, Kevin. There is nothing that I don't want you to hear ever again.
Being alone with your thoughts isn't keeping a secret from me.
How can you forgive me for what I did to you? For taking Victor's letters?
I wish you hadn't lied to me.
I was so afraid and confused.
Blackmail tends to do that to a person.
I still shouldn't have given in to DV. I should have just come to you right from the beginning.
I can't disagree with you, Eve. But I think you should start with forgiving yourself.
These for you. They were my grandfather's favorite flowers. My grandpa was a great man. You would have really liked him. He would tell me that when he was little, he would lie in a field of daisies and look up at the sky and dream about where life would take him. He wanted to be a pilot and fly around the world like Lindbergh did. He never made it. He ended up staying in his hometown selling floor tiles. But I think about him a lot. And I look up into heaven, and I know that he's up there finally, flying his plane, waving his wings at me. And I know that you're up there with him now, in the seat right next to him. And he's watching over you until I can join you guys up there. But in the meantime, I want you to know that you're in my heart. And when I look up to heaven, I'll see you soaring with the angels. I love you, my boy. Goodbye. Okay.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I finally feel like things are gonna get better.
Maybe they will.
Not just with accepting my baby's death, but with us. If you weren't you, I think things could have turned out very differently.
If you weren't you, I never would have hung in there.
These last few months have been,
I wouldn't want to wish them on anyone.
especially us. Kevin, do you think that maybe we can move forward now?
We can try.
Oh, Monk, thank goodness you're back. Did you happen to pick up any rutabagas?
How could I forget rutabagas?
What's going on here?
Why, it's Thanksgiving.
Oh, my gosh, did we make plans to spend this together?
Oh, well, who had time for any formalities?
Oh, Victor, I told you to call,
I meant to. It just slipped my mind.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We were hoping we could have the dinner here. I mean, there's no way everybody can fit into her apartment.
Who's everybody?
Karen and Joe and Courtney and Neil and Frank and... Well, what's Thanksgiving without family?
Pointless?
Please.
Sure.
Oh, thank you so much. Where are the napkins?
They're in the kitchen, Mary.
Oh, okay.
Dinner with Frank. Now, there's something to be thankful for.
But he's family, like it or not.
Not.
Well, surely we can manage to get along for the occasional holiday.
You know what? Victor's right.
Especially this one. We have decided to have a traditional Thanksgiving, just as the Pilgrims did. Mary hasn't been too keen about the notion, but I think she's warming to the idea.
I'm not too keen on any of this.
The Collins family is the only family I have around here right now. And I'm very thankful for that. So I think that we can open our home for this very special occasion.
Excuse me.
Rachel.
Hi. One sweet potato pie ready to put in the oven tomorrow?
I couldn't
Mary, hi.
Oh, hi.
I am quite certain that the Pilgrims didn't have marshmallows.
Thank you so much for dropping it by.
Come to think of it, they didn't have sweet potatoes yet either.
Plates.
Pardon me.
So let me understand this. You're spending Thanksgiving here?
Mary invited me. Oh, well, that was sweet. Look, I realize I'm not part of the family, and I may not even be one of your favorite people, but I'll be on my best behavior, really, if you will.
Why ruin it for everyone? I'll try.
All right. Well, I can't ask for more than that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Victor, good night.
Yes, Monk, do you have an extra shovel?
Why?
I need some help digging the fire pit for roasting.
I found that.
Oh, Mary, no, sweetheart, not white. We need mustard, russet, earth colors. Shovel?
I have a feeling we may not even survive tomorrow.
I'll talk to you later. See you tomorrow.
What? What did Lee say?
They found another blood type at the crime scene other than Bordizzo's. They're running a DNA test.
Well, you cut your hand at the crime scene, so the blood could easily be yours. No big deal.
Yeah, they'll run it with a test they have on file.
Right, which will prove nothing. I mean, it doesn't tell them anything they don't already know. So you were at the crime scene. It doesn't mean you shot DV.
I can't believe how detailed his plot was. I mean, all I had to do was show up, and I did, and now, look at, I'm screwed.
No, you're not. No, you're not. God, we'll prove you're innocent because you are. We'll prove it.
Yeah. And you know what? I am not going to let this ruin our holidays.
Good, because despite all of this insanity, we actually do have a lot to be thankful for.
Those DNA tests ain't going to be back till Monday, and you're right. They're not going to prove anything.
Do you realize
that it has been way over a month since I have slept in.
Oh, you have had one or two things on your mind.
It helped going to the cemetery yesterday.
I know what it took to say goodbye to your son.
You know, it's funny, but you never really expect to be whole again after this is all over, but for some strange reason, I feel this sense of peace that I've never felt before.
Oh, about time you two woke up. We have quite a day ahead of us.
We have been here since dawn fixing Thanksgiving dinner.
No kidding. Why aren't I surprised? And quite a feast it's going to be. Who would like to help me baste the partridge?
Partridge?
We're having an accurately traditional Thanksgiving dinner, just as the Pilgrims and the Wampanoags did in 1621.
Which reminds me, oh my gosh, my parsnip and colewort casserole is finished.
Why don't you throw some clothes on and come join us out at the spit? Pardon me.
There. I think things are going right back to normal. At least we'll have more breathing room without Frank and his ego hanging around.
Frank's not coming to Kevin's?
I told Larky he was going to work, and I don't think he meant passing out turkey dinners with the Kellys. Yeah.
Joe, oops. Would you mind taking Neil with you to the lighthouse, and I'll meet you there?
Yeah, sure. Why? Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to try to talk some sense into somebody, and if that doesn't work, I'll just knock it into his thick head. Excuse me.
Oh, these turkey placemats are adorable.
Yeah. Thanks. Lucy, Aunt Charlene, and I, we made them. And we put special glitter glue on yours and Grandpa's for you.
Oh, representing our sparkling personalities, no doubt.
Let's see if we can't bankrupt those sparkling personalities.
Oh, there's a challenge if I ever heard one.
Well, it doesn't really matter. Sigmund and I are going to cream all of you. Right, Siggy?
We'll see about that.
Oh, I like this. I like these board game kind of holiday things. Actually, how come we never had a board? Guess we couldn't afford them, huh? Well, we've got them now. Okay, roll. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, come on, blow my dice.
Okay, I'm blowing out you guys. Go.
All right, here we go.
Oh, baby.
Lucky 7.
Famous last words. You're going to prison. That's not a bad thing. It's not like you lose or something.
All right, well, look, the cat's out of the bag. We'll just deal with it here.
No, we agreed we're not going to bring it up today, okay?
The police think that I shot Bordizzo, and I could spend some time in Sing Sing. Now, it's a crime I did not commit.
So let's not even put it out there. Positive thoughts, okay? Come on.
It's not going to happen because Grandpa's going to take care of it. So let's enjoy our Thanksgiving. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, there's a man who knows what he's grateful for.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving,
Hey,
Joe.
happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, nice to see you.
Hey, you too.
Yeah, happy Tofu Turkey Day. Hey, where's Neil?
Neil's out in the car. It's kind of cold out, so, I don't want him out too much. You can go see him, though, if you like.
Okay. Hey, Daddy, can I?
Yeah. Just put your slicker on, zip it up.
Okay. Oh, sure.
Tofu turkey.
Hey, look, what, you hungry there?
I want it fair and square. Hey, Joe, how are you? Now, listen, a little tip when you're around here. We don't use the T turkey word in front of the D-U-C-K.
Oh, I didn't raise her that way.
Joe, this is Lucy's Aunt Charlene.
Joe Scanlon.
If all the men in this town are as handsome as you, I just may stay a little while.
Aunt Charlene, not now. I'm
All
lucky
right.
in more ways than you can believe. To have Joe and my 2 little adorable sisters, and my mom and Gayle and Lee and his hard head.
Oh, it may drive the Baldwin women a little crazy, but it comes certainly in handy.
And then there's the 2 of you. I couldn't be more grateful or more proud to have you.
Well, never mind about that. Get Joe out of here and get him home to the turkey.
Hey, you, watch it.
Turkey, no T word.
Well, I want turkey.
Oh, no, you're not getting it.
Okay, well, listen, don't eat too much tofu.
Have fun.
Okay, guys.
Bye, Mary.
Okay, well, okay.
Who's hungry here? Let's sit down.
Let's go.
Sit. I won, Aunt Charlene. Yes, I did.
Dad, I hooked this up. Got Neil to get us 2 turkey legs.
You're a very smart kid, you know that?
Thank you.
Wait a minute. We're sitting down over here. What are you 2 whispering about over there?
Just that things are getting better and better.
What's the
big idea, bagging on Thanksgiving.
I'm not in the mood for your guilt trips, Courtney.
Good. Because that's not why I came here.
You weren't about to tell me how disappointed Neil would be if I didn't show up at Kevin's?
Yeah, you're right. Neil would be disappointed, but that's...
But my mom would be even more hurt, considering the way things have been between us lately, and this should be a time of healing and forgiving and...
You know, for someone who knows me so well, you're doing a really lousy job of figuring out why I'm here.
Well, I know it wasn't to stop by and check out my new place.
I want you to come to dinner for me. I mean, who am I going to thank if you're not sitting at the table? You're the person who changed my life, Frank. You gave me Neil, you gave me this baby. You gave me hope for the future. So it just wouldn't feel the same if you weren't there. And I am asking you, please, will you come to dinner?
Okay, everything is done. The food is ready, the table is set. There's nothing left to do but sit back, relax, enjoy the day, and hope that nothing out of the ordinary happens.
Here, here.
Welcome ye to Plymouth and to this bounteous harvest that we shall call Thanksgiving.
Spoke too soon.
Miles and Priscilla Standish Collins, thy obedient servants.
Oh, careful, Miles, lest thou tearest thy knickers and expose at thy full moon. Oh, doesn't he make a dashing pilgrim?
Yes, especially from the knickers down. You're not really going to wear that getup, are you?
Oh, come on. I think they look adorable.
And authentic. As you can see, people were considerably smaller in 1621. Lack of vitamin B and the complex carbohydrates.
Oh, who could that be? Pocahontas?
I hope not. She died in 1617.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, I forgot the herring.
It wouldn't be Thanksgiving without herring.
Eve, by the way, Chris, he told me to thank you for the invite, but he had to work tonight. Oh, right. Why do I get the feeling that he is with Julie, watching her carve up a turkey? Or whatever she can get her hands on. Just kidding. Actually, Chris lost his visiting privileges, so I'm sure he's at the hospital cafeteria having the $5.95 dinner special.
You're saying Chris isn't allowed in Ferncliff?
What did he do, fleece the board of directors? He made a mistake. Well-intended, but in the long run, it wasn't in Julie's best interest.
You're being awfully vague. Any reason why?
No, I have nothing to hide. It's just that I know how you like to investigate those little pieces of information. So I thought I would intentionally be ambiguous.
Well, if you're going to present me with a challenge like that, you can bet I won't pass it up. All right. Come on, now, let's join hands and say grace.
Oh, well, I think since we're about to eat a tofu turkey, that's a fine idea.
Now, wait just a minute. Tofu is very healthy. It's good for you.
Well, what the heck is a tofu anyway? It's like a foam rubber, isn't it?
Oh, poo. Okay, that's it. I give up. I wanted to give you all something to be very thankful for, my family here, so here goes. Ta-da! Oh, Chinese takeout!
Yes, Chinese rock.
A little better.
See what a great compromise.
Well, I had to make sure that everybody, even old grumps, were happy.
Well.
Yeah, even Sigmund's happy.
Right. Oh, wait. Now, stop. Wait, let's get back to our grace first, okay?
All right. Lee, will you do the honors?
I'd be honored. Dear Father, thank you for this day and for the abundance, not only on this table, but in our lives. We ask for your protection for this family in the coming days. Amen.
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 Okay. All right. Let's pass me the chow mein there.
Okay. This is different, but it's cool.
Well, good. I'm glad you like it. Oh, speaking of different, Aunt Charlene, remember that Thanksgiving that we decided to have a big barbecue for the whole neighborhood and we almost burned the pig barn down?
I certainly do. You singe all your hair off. That's right. I had a whole bald spot, and that Floyd Dawson made fun of me when we were dancing that Cotton Eye Joe, and I kicked him, and then he hit me in the ribs, and you had to carry me home.
You danced a dance called the Cotton Eye Joe?
Yes, it's a very charming dance. In fact, I learned every step from my Aunt Charlene here, and I will teach it to you someday. But you know what? Remember, I really, that memory from that day is the most important one is, listen, I got to watch all these parents and all their kids, and they were interacting together, and that was the first day I realized I really wanted to get married and have a family and be a mom to somebody like you. And I get to be a parent and have a family because of all of you. And because of you. And because of you. So thank you for making it possible. Charlene, look at me. I made it. I'm on the other side. I have a family.
Oh, honey, you certainly do.
Okay.
Proud of you.
Let's have a toast, shall we? To family.
To family.
Family indeed.
Oh, you have made your mother so happy. Thanksgiving just isn't the same without both my boys here.
Uncle Frank, will you sit next to me?
Hey, I thought you wanted to sit between your mother and me.
Well, you know, Neil and I eat together every night, so, Frank, why don't you take my place? So, let's all sit down.
Okay,
This is...
Fresh and from whom all blessings flow. Family and friends. Friends and family, the festive feast is furnished forth.
Oh, it smells wonderful.
Congratulations. Don't worry, sport. We'll get some burgers after.
Before we eat, I'd really like to just say a few words of thanks for bringing my dear husband back to me. And for making each day an adventure I can't wait to take.
I'm so grateful that you're beside me for the ride, which I'm afraid this year has been a rather bumpy one for you and Monk and Eve. Thanks for hanging on.
Well, it has been quite an experience. And even though I didn't get everything I'd hoped for, I have some wonderful people who care about me. And I have an exquisite man who loves me.
Exquisite.
And in my opinion, I think that's pretty darn great.
Well, all I can say is if we can survive David Bardiso, we can survive anything. Except maybe Victor's pilgrim outfit.
Oh,
Seriously. I just want this next year to be about healing.
Hear, hear. To our friends and family who've been unjustly accused. May they find the freedom, peace of mind that they really deserve.
Well, you all know how much I'm praying that happens for my father. And I want to thank Kevin and Eve for working towards making that come true. Between you and this guy over here, I feel truly blessed.
I guess I'm grateful for my video games, my Phantom 14 fighter models, and for my Uncle Frank for buying them all.
Hey.
You're the best. Right next to my mom and dad. I mean, you guys have been working like crazy to get rid of this leukemia. I guess I can say I owe you guys my life. In more ways than one.
Thanks, kiddo. Your dad and I love you very much, and because of that, there's something that you should know. I promise you that we will not stop fighting until we beat this thing, okay?
Yeah, that's right. So you better start practicing that curveball because I expect to see you on the mound at Yankee Stadium one day. You hear me?
Oh. Well, if you let me stay up late from now on, I might be able to get you some free tickets.
Wait a minute. Your dad has to do you a favor just to get comped? Come on. What's wrong here? No, it's okay, actually. I mean, I've already been given so much. Terrific mom. And an awesome partner. Who ain't bad to look at either. And the coolest, baddest, most awesome son a dad could ever wish for. And, of course, another child on the way.
I'm out of here.
Oh.
Frank! going? Where are you
It
going?
was a mistake for me to come here. What is your problem, Frank? Ask Courtney.
Frank! Frank, no, you can't leave!
Give me one good reason why not.
Because I need you. I need you.
This Thanksgiving,
I'm going to put together a big old-fashioned dinner. What could go wrong?
a time of love,
Oh, it's beautiful.
family,
Well, happy Thanksgiving to you, Bill.
and laughter.
How about that?
A Thanksgiving to remember on One Life to Live, ABC Daytime.
I just told you how I feel in front of a room full of people, so the least you could do is say something, Frank.
Not here. Let's go outside.
Okay. I'll be back.
Wow. I'll bet that didn't happen at the first Thanksgiving, huh, Victor?
This is so cool. Does this mean Uncle Frank and Mom are gonna go out on dates and stuff?
She did a wonderful job on her way. She's a very capable young woman.
Well, maybe she'd be good for him. Straighten him out.
Still waiting.
I'm sorry, you kind of threw me with the I need you.
Yeah, I guess it's a change from the usual I hate you.
Nice change.
I meant it.
I could tell.
Also,
Do I need you too? More than I want to admit. That
Frank.
doesn't make any difference.
Of course it does.
Look what happened in there just now. Once again, you fell short of telling Neil the truth.
So I'm supposed to blurt out in front of an audience that you're his father and this is your baby.
Face it, Courtney, you wouldn't have told him if you two were alone together.
You don't know
If you were going to say something, it would have already happened.
Frank, please just give me a little more time, okay?
Time for what? To start resenting you? That is not exactly the best foundation for a relationship. It was fun for a while, though.
You have a red 8. Listen, I'll be back later.
You and I.
Okay. Do you have...
Something got you very quiet all of a sudden. Is it this Bordiso mess?
I'm just looking around. My family. See how lucky I am.
You did good, Scott.
No, I didn't. I have made a lot of mistakes. I've screwed things up.
Come on, we all do.
Yeah, but my mistakes almost cost you your life.
Now, what have I told you? You're not going to get rid of me that easy.
Well, that's good, because we've got a lot of things to do.
Like going fishing like we always talk about.
And let's not let another year go by, okay?
Yeah. Things come up, don't they?
Yes, but let's don't let that happen. It's not as important. Now, let me ask you something. How do you go from thinking that your father knows nothing to wanting to be just like him?
Oh, come here. Scott, you are everything I could hope for in a son.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Hey, you. Today is turning out to be a lot better than I ever thought possible. I actually, believe it or not, I'm kind of optimistic about our future.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna beat this rap. I'm gonna beat this rap, Lucy. I'm not gonna let anything come between me and my family. Nothing.
Happy
getting now.